Welcome to Lambeau Field, home of the Green Bay Packers. In this video, we're going to take a tour of Lambeau Field itself, as well as a quick little tour of the Packer Hall of Fame. This is the Packer Pro Shop. If it has a Packer logo on it, you'll find it here. This is the beginning of the Lambeau Field tour. In my case, I took both the Champion Tour and the regular Classic Tour. There's a little bit of a difference in price, but the Champion Tour goes an hour and a half, as opposed to the Classic Tour, which lasts about an hour.
Tonight is going to be a big Christmas party down here tonight. I think we're going to have probably 500 people down here. During the course of a season, we will have, or the course of a year.
This is the booth used by the marketing department and a great view of the field, although there are no bad seats at Lambeau.
If you went up here in the first game of the season, you would have seen some of our alumni up here. That's what this is used for special guests, things of that sort. But the other 186 suites in the stadium are leased out, usually anywhere from 1 to 7 years. Most of them were put in part of that renovation, which was the 8th one at Lambeau Field since it was originally built back in 1957. But the 80,750 is number 2 in the NFL. Again, in a city of 104,000 people.
And it's sold out every one.
It's been sold out since 1960.
Yeah. I know.
There are 500 tickets that are made available to the opposing team's fans for every game, but aside from that, every ticket here is a season ticket. Incidentally, those are the very finest aluminum bleacher seats in the National Football League. You have a seat out there, you have 18 inches of pure aluminum pleasure. And as you suggested, they are heated. They are solar heated. And you can tell right now they're solar heated. End zone ticket, $77. The corners, $88, and between the 20s, $100. Whether you're in row 1 or row 60. Now these seats up here, the far ones up there are 80. Is that 82? 84, and the ones down below are 92. And then the premium seats we'll get to when we get over there. Again, that's about 18th in the league.
And we're growing grass. You know, normally this time of year, grass is dormant and so forth, but here at Lambeau, these grow lights are on 24/7. We'll take them off this field probably.
Preseason or if your name is picked. Yeah. My name is picked every year. You know, some years I decided not to, but other years I come out with it. So that way, 40,000 people can see a game. I've been here since I was 13, so I guess, yeah, I'm a native.
What do you think?
Yeah. You're looking out at a grass field, obviously. You can see that. It's being watered now. It was mowed a little earlier today. That was put down in 2007 when we redid this whole field. We went down to the original 1957 level, tore out everything in there, and replaced a whole bunch of it. So underneath there used to be a lot of clay. Now there's just a little bit of clay, and there's some gravel, peat moss mix down there. Across the top of that, 43 miles of heating tubes. We put a hot water and antifreeze mix through. We heat the field up to about 40 degrees. 1925, opening day, 5,000 people, Bears Packers, 2 refs. You didn't have telephoto lenses in 1925, so if you wanted a picture for the sports pages, you went out on the field to get it. Same place about 15 years later, but if you'll notice, you got a high school right up here against it. And on this side and on the other side at the end, there's a river. So there really wasn't anything you could do about building a bigger stadium there. 1956, the NFL said you've got 3 choices, Green Bay. You can either renovate this place, well, you can't do that. You can move to Milwaukee, not gonna do that. Then build something new. And that's when the city actually annexed the 53 acres of land out here to build this stadium. The city owns both of these stadiums. This is not a paved parking lot. And this is the Van Ovenhoven Farm silo, where the city annexed the 53 acres. 32,150. 60 rows here, 20 rows here. This is outside ground level. 1965, June 1 of that year, Curly dies of a heart attack. His family then gives permission a little later to rename it. That's when it becomes Lambeau Field. 32, 51,000. Now the Packers are on the north end. Here's a ramp and a tunnel that they come out of to go to the field. That was closed off in 2003. And here's where the opposing team's locker room still is. 93, our first set of sky boxes and club seats. Those were torn down during this renovation and replaced with those bleacher seats and those club seats. And then these were built right behind it and plopped into place.
Great players of yesteryear walking across. So the Vince Lombardis, the Bart Starrs, the Ray Nitschkes, the Willie Davises. He wanted to play football in Green Bay. One is the locker room because he loves screwing around with the guys in the locker room. The second thing is walking out this tunnel in the Lambeau Field.
But what is probably more important are the 3 slabs of concrete here outlined in red brick. That used to be in the north tunnel. That tunnel was built in 1963. Coach Sherman had it all brought here so that his players and the future ones could get in touch with that history and that tradition. So as you walk over this, remember who came before you. Vince Lombardi, Paul Hornung, Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Reggie White, Aaron Rodgers, Clay Matthews. Players will tap their feet on it, touch the flag, go play football.
Okay, just some things here before we go out here. Number one is, again, this is the Packers asking us, not Dale and I, don't take it out on Dale and I, but we can't have you to go on the field, we can't have you, the fans embrace them, and we've been doing the Lambeau Leap here ever since. So that started in 1993, but that happened in this end zone right here. Harder tackle, and Bart Starr says, I'm not sure that's a good idea, because where Chuck Mercine is standing, it's a sheet of ice. But where I'm standing, up at the wall, and you can't even tell. And that's a tribute to the DD Grassmaster system that we have here at Lambeau Field. That turf just doesn't come up. So it's worked out real well for us.
He was quite the player.
kind of gave me permission to be great. It made a profound impact on my life.
Yep, that's it. That's the original building.
Quarterback stand should be as comfortable as possible. This gentleman was uniquely well prepared and well organized. When we were getting ready to go to meetings, I could hardly wait. This may sound a little bit corny to someone, but it's not.
I thought we were going to use the forecast for this thing. Be great. It made a profound impact on my life.
For 5 seasons, Vince Lombardi.
I was in the locker room at the
Oh, I didn't know they were going back. Think so? I see him in the resale stores too.
He was not related.
Matthews was nearly unstoppable. But in 2010, no one was harder to contain.
And that's a quick little video of the Lambeau Field tour and of the Packer Hall of Fame. You really need to visit Lambeau Field yourself. To put things in perspective, this video is a little over 12 minutes. I arrived shortly after 8 o'clock in the morning and didn't leave until 5 o'clock at night. A day very well spent.